So I'm currently in the Adirondacks. We set out to conquer the highest peak in the state of New York called Marcy. It's quite some turn of events now. We've decided that instead of tackling Marcy alone, which would have been I would say a 24-kilometer trip, so that's 15 miles, we decided to do a loop. So we're gonna tackle its neighboring peaks, Gray and Skylight, and we're gonna then end the day by summiting Marcy. The idea is that you always have to leave the best for last. If you conquer your best peak at first, what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose motivation to do the other two. And the reason I'm doing these 3 high peaks with a couple of friends of mine is because I'm setting out to do the Adirondack 46. With the Adirondack 46, peaks are essentially 46 of the highest peaks in the state of New York that are over 4,000 feet in elevation. So I'm at 17 peaks now, and by the end of the day I'll hopefully be at 20. We're about an hour and a half into the hike, and this is what we can see around us.
Marcy Dam is going to here, and then now we want to take Field Spire. Yeah.
Hiking tip number 1, make sure you always have an adequate amount of water. So that's at least 4 liters before going on any long hike. Sweating uncontrollably. We've reached our first destination, which is called Lake Arnold. Look at how calm this place is and how beautiful.
So for tip number 2, I would say to pack lightly, like my little bag. Just make sure you have the essentials like food, water, and anything else you bring. Just think twice, because every pound counts. Right, Pat?
Yeah, I made a big mistake.
Yeah, Pat made a big mistake, and his bag is way too heavy right now.
Like somebody stuffed a 25-pound dumbbell in my bag, and I'm just about to find out as soon as we reach the summit. It's crazy.
He did it himself. Self-sabotaging.
Like, see over there are really...
Oh, but
oh, fuck. Should I...
are not waterproof.
Tip number 3, always bring an extra pair of socks. You may run into some boggy, wet areas.
That was a tough one, but definitely rewarding. So as things can get overwhelming and distances might seem much further than they are, it's really good to set small victories. So it could be a question of reaching a lake or reaching a particular mileage. Trying to catch my breath. So we're almost at peak number 2, and as you can see, here's peak number 3. This is the highest mountain in all of the state of New York. Thank you, man.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just...
we are. First peak was right over there, beautiful Mount Gray, more of a mountain ridge. And then we soared to the top of Skylight. You can see Skylight at the top there. Beautiful. Now we're at a vista, and we're gonna top it off with the cherry on top, Mount Marcy right there, within reach. Let's do this.
Enjoy the summit. Congratulate yourself. Eat some good food and just enjoy the present moment. Always carry a flashlight or a headlight, because if you're like me and it's 8 p.m. about to get dark and the only source of light you have is your phone, then you're pretty well screwed. So don't make the same mistake that I made. Freaking exhausted. So, and the final tip of the day is to hike with a friend.
Or 2.
Or 3.
And
if
no,
you
not
hike
too
for
many.
11 hours, enjoy every hour.
Yeah!
Yeah.
It's good to have people because you never know what can happen. And
Make sure you're faster than the bears.
Wait, I'm not. Wait, oh, I'm recording. Sorry. Yeah.
it's been a long day.
And what's the final message? Yeah, we've been hiking for 11 hours, so excuse our clumsiness. Have a good one.
Happiness isn't real unless shared.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yo, what's going on, man?
I'm gonna grab a few. You want one?
No, thanks, man.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll probably fall asleep.